So here we are in Doodly and looking at the characters in the Doodly for Churches collection. You wouldn't be seeing them here, you'd be seeing them out on the shared tab in a single column, but as the sharer I get them this way. And all I aim to do here is show you how to use things now on the chalkboards, and it's very simple. If you are just using a black and white character, the chalkboard by default is going to draw like that. Go into the asset settings, little cog icon, and click invert. Apply. It now draws the way that outline images used to draw on chalkboard. When you drag one of these chalkboard colored images over, it will by default just show the way it does inverted. Click on the cog, click invert, and it will now show the way it's intended to on chalkboard. You overlay the two, and these days there are X and Y and width and height. Well, if you drag them on and position them first before you resize anything, the width and height are always going to be the same. But check your X and Y, 461509. Four 61509. You now know they are in exactly the same position. Hook them up together. How did I do that? I've somehow magically managed to reverse their position, but okay, I'll give it some duration. Let's say it's going to draw in 10. It's going to color in 5. Okay, it's only a preview, but that gives you the idea of what's going on. That's essentially how you do it. Whether you are using outline images or color images, you have to go into settings, the asset setting, and click check that invert checkbox. One other thing that I'll just mention to you, I'll get rid of both of those because they've been resized, and I'll just save myself a bit of time. Let's throw that one back up. Invert it. If I wanted to, I can use the normal color image here on the chalkboard and effectively here emulate the way that Doodly Rainbow works, but with draw path on the color. You can do that if you want to. I'm not that fussed because the white outline that makes it stand off like chalk gets written out by this method. But you can do it if you want to. Okay, so you see that the outline image draws the white outline, the color image takes the white outline out and replaces it with the black outline, which displays transparent. So you get that thin looking outline that you've got there now. That's how Rainbow Doodly does it, but of course the color is done with the scribble draw. If you happen to like that, you can do it, but I don't. That's why I created all these chalkboard images, so that you could get it back the old way. Okay, so all of these chalkboard images don't look so good when you drop them on there, but you invert them and it puts them into the way they were originally meant to be. Not as beautiful as the original color images, but you've got to think, well, drawing on a chalkboard is never a perfectly clear experience. So there should be no surprise that images come up looking a bit strange. Not that strange though, that would be truly horrifying. But they're meant to look like they're drawn on a chalkboard, and that's the way these images are set up. So anyway, that gives you the overview on how to make the chalkboard images from Doodly for Churches work in the latest versions of Doodly.